Welcome to the League of Nerds comic book segment number 193. I'm John Cooney here to talk to you about comics released the 30th of September 2015, beginning as usual with my first 5, meaning these are the first 5 books I intend to read this week, and I'll give you a little more depth on them, starting with at number 1, Archie number 3. Something strange is looming over Riverdale, and it's taking the shape of a giant mega mansion owned by an elusive mogul. Why has he chosen the quaint town of Riverdale, USA as his base of operations? And how is he going to use the teens of Riverdale High to further his political aspirations? Big questions and challenges await the teens and townfolk. Meanwhile, a new student has graced the halls of Riverdale High, and she's turning heads in a big way. Find out all the answers to these important questions in the 3rd issue of the biggest comic sensation of the season. Series writer Mark Waid discussed reaction to the book. Quote, "The response has been unbelievable. I've been doing this job for 30 years and I've never had so much positive buzz on anything I've been involved with. People really care about this cast of characters to a degree that I thought I recognized but clearly did not. To be a part of this revival energizes me like you wouldn't believe. By far the biggest highlight has been working with Fiona, whose work is just staggeringly human and emotional." Close quote. He went on to say, quote, "The trick is to always keep everyone's motivations and actions human and believable. There are no arch-villains here, no criminal masterminds, no one's doing the impossible. It's all about keeping these kids authentic. Most of all, I'm looking forward to expanding the cast and focusing on some of Riverdale's other kids, Reggie, Veronica, Raj, and soon, Josie and the Pussycats. Veronica and her father are coming to town, and Ronnie upends everything in Archie's world. Everything." Close quote. At number 2, we have Justice League number 44, Darkseid vs. Anti-Monitor, a corrupted Superman vs. Lex Luthor, Marina Black vs. Grail. This chapter of Darkseid War has it all, plus an ending that will change the League forever. Series artist Jason Fabok shared what to expect. Quote, "We're building up to some really huge stuff that's happening in number 44 that I'm drawing right now. Number 44, from an artistic standpoint, is all-out war. I thought I was drawing a lot of pages with a lot of detail before. Well, now we've got armies clashing against each other in an occupied city, and you've got the Justice League kind of caught in the middle. Who are they going to fight? Which side are they going to take? What's going to happen with Superman and Lex back on Apokolips? And it's all moving towards an amazing climax in number 44 as we look into the future of what's going to happen next." Close quote. At number 3, we have Superman number 44. The epic truth arc reaches its finale as the Daily Planet and its staff may be the first casualties of Clark's identity being revealed. Series writer Jean Luen Yang explained the situation for Clark. Quote, "There's always been this tension with Superman. He fights for the truth, but then he has this big secret, so he never really tells the entire truth about himself. Even beyond that, as a profession, he chooses to be a reporter, and the whole point of that job is being deeply committed to the truth. That tension, that dynamic, is something that we really wanted to play up in this arc. Lois, of course, plays into that. She's one of the best reporters in the world, and she's deeply committed to the truth. How that plays out with her relationship with Superman, I think, is interesting. I think it will bring up a lot of different tensions and a lot of different issues. That's what we're hoping for anyway." Close quote. At number 4, we have Batman Annual number 4. Batman is gone, but Bruce Wayne is alive? What does that mean for Gotham City? And who is Bruce Wayne without Batman? This special annual delves deeper into the mystery building and whether or not Bruce can ever really escape from the shadow of the Dark Knight. Batman architect Scott Snyder spoke about the changes Bruce is going through. Quote, "So we're going to bring Bruce back and he's going to be free of Batman and has a new life and it's going to be an epic story. I love this Bruce so much. Who would Bruce be if he was never scarred in that alley? And the city saying, here's your afterlife, and he gets to be free of all his demons that you suffered through, and that is his reward." Close quote. Number 5, we've got new Suicide Squad Annual number 1. The monster storyline concludes in epic fashion when the League's Splinter Group prepares to unleash a secret weapon deadlier than anyone could have imagined. Can the Suicide Squad stop it? Do they even want to? Series writer Sean Ryan offered his perspective on the characters. Quote, "I don't know what people think of the book. What I hope they get out of it is what I get out of a book, which is interesting characters that you want to keep reading about to see what happens. Moving forward, I'd like to delve into these characters a lot more and see what makes them tick. I'm really hoping we'll dive into exactly what makes these people bad people. With superheroes, something happened to them or they are generally good and want to help people. What motivates or what keeps these characters being bad people who like killing or getting revenge? What continues them down that path? Hopefully we can explore that aspect, and then the pieces can come together for a big thing we're planning that's been moving in the background of the whole book." Close quote. Rounding out the top 10 at number 6, we have Captain America White, number 2 of 5. Bullets, bombs, explosive revelations. Captain America and Bucky are ready to lead the Howling Commandos, but are the Howling Commandos ready to follow? Things go from bad to worse, and only Bucky can save the day. Will a shocking appearance from an old ally turn the tide of battle? At number 7, we have Cavalry S.H.I.E.L.D. 50th Anniversary, number 1. Discover the explosive secrets that are hiding in Agent May's past. When Agent May leads a team of new recruits on a training mission, will she be able to save the day when everything goes wrong? Did someone say cyberwolves? At number 8, we have S.H.I.E.L.D. number 10. Howard the Duck side by side with S.H.I.E.L.D. Why a duck? Because Coulson knows a secret about Howard that could save the multiverse. At number 9, we have Inferno number 5. Darkchild's Demon Horde, the Goblin Court, and Sinister's Boom clones all battle for power. Who will rule the new Inferno? The city is lost, but can Colossus defeat the Darkchild in single combat? Liliana's soul hangs in the balance. At number 10, we have Is For Extinction number 4. Cyclops and his old classic X-Men continue to resist the idea that they are outclassed in every way by Magneto and his new, younger, and more attractive team of X-Men. For the best of the rest from DC Comics, we have Grayson Annual number 2. When Dick comes home to find that the Batman he knew is gone, he seeks out his mentor, Superman. But both friends have changed since they last met. Can they find some common ground and team up to stop Blockbuster's plan for Spiral? We've also got Green Lantern Annual number 4. What happened to Hal before the Green Lantern Corps disappeared and he was being hunted by them? Where did he get his new ship and new look? All is revealed here. Plus, a new force in the universe rises to take the place of the Green Lantern Corps. And we have Sandman Overture number 6 of 6. The final issue of the Eisner Award-nominated series is a sweep of science fiction beauty and madness. Featuring cameos by some of Morpheus's favorite siblings, the grand finale of Overture dovetails into the start of the Sandman's first journey, providing new insight into the Sandman Volume 1 Preludes and Nocturnes. From Marvel Comics, we've got Hail Hydra number 3. Nomad stands his ground. The teachings of Steve Rogers endure. With the world crashing down on top of him, Ian Rogers struggles to get home. Who is Poison and why is she willing to help Nomad? And we have X-Men 92 number 4. Professor X face to faces with the X-Sentinel. Can the X-Men overcome Cassandra Nova's rehabilitations? From Image Comics, we've got Morning Glories number 48. The Debate. Next, we have Revival number 33, an excellent jumping-on point issue focusing on M. Cypress, sister, daughter, mother, reviver. And we have They're Not Like Us number 8, Tabitha's Island. From Valiant Entertainment, we have Book of Death, The Fall of Harbinger number 1 one-shot, a showdown, an apocalypse, an ending. Many years from today, Peter Stanchek, the Renegades, the Harbinger Foundation, the Bleeding Monk, and Toyo Harada's Imperium all reach their terminus as the entire planet becomes the battlefield for the most devastating psionic combat humanity has ever seen. The Great Destroyer, long prophesied and foreseen, comes to Earth at last. Who will survive, and what will be left of them? New York Times bestselling writer Joshua Dysart and blockbuster artist Kano journey to the far end of the Geomancer's Book of Death to reveal the final, unavoidable end of two of the Valiant Universe's most powerful foes. Out in trades this week, we have The Walking Dead Volume 12 hardcover. Who are the Whisperers, and how will their emergence affect the peace and stability Rick has built since the war? Find out in this oversized collected edition, just in time for the season premiere of AMC's The Walking Dead. Collects The Walking Dead number 133 through 144. Next, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 5 Through the Looking Glass hardcover premiere edition. The Guardians of the Galaxy are caught in the pull of the Black Vortex. With the Slaughter Lords hot on their tails, the X-Men and the Guardians must find somewhere to stash their precious cargo, but will the temptations of the Vortex's unknown power be too much for this band of misfits? Rocket leaps into action, Gamora goes on the offensive, Ronan is deposed, Star-Lord is defiant. This story has it all, but does it seem like the Guardians have forgotten something in all the cosmic craziness? Oh, that's right, Peter got elected president of Spartax. Wait, what? As rifts begin forming within the team, will their friendship and history be enough to hold the Guardians together? Plus, what is a S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier doing floating in space? Collecting Guardians of the Galaxy number 24 through 27 and Annual number 1. We've also got Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man Ultimate Collection Volume 2 trade paperback. Miles Morales is still getting used to being Spider-Man when Captain America makes him a very special offer. Is Miles really joining the Ultimates? With a wounded nation crying out for heroes, Miles is determined to prove he has what it takes. But when a terrifying new Venom symbiote surfaces, armed with the truth about the incident that granted the new Spider-Man his powers and closing in on Miles' true identity, Spidey might have made his first true arch-enemy. Can the fledgling web-slinger overcome this horrific foe, or will he suffer a terrible loss? As Miles struggles with the weight of his new life, the Taskmaster and Cloak and Dagger just might force his hand. Can Miles get by with a little help from Peter Parker's friends? Collecting Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 13 through 28 and 16.1. And we've got Batman Volume 6 Graveyard Shift trade paperback, in these tales from Batman number 0, 18 through 20, 28, and 34, plus Batman Annual number 2, look back to the early days of the Dark Knight, then see the impact of the death of his son Damian. Plus, has Batman's worst foe become Bruce Wayne? This title also includes 3 pivotal chapters from the epic Zero-Year storyline, and a chapter that ties into Batman Eternal. Okay, so that's just a few of my favorite books out this week. There's still plenty of others available, and I broke out all the Marvel titles this week in their own video, as well as a separate video for all of DC, and even a video with the top independent publishers, and you can find them all on my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com. You can also now find He's Got Issues on eBay at he'sgotissues.com/eBay for great deals on comics, trades, and superhero and pop culture merchandise with free shipping in the United States. And of course, you can still find me on Facebook, Pinterest, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram to see everything I'm reading as I read it. There's links to everything in the About section at he'sgotissues.com. And a reminder that both He's Got Issues and the League of Nerds are proud members of the Comics Podcast Network. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.